we are in the midst of, this whole trade war, the tariff war.
You want to just talk about that?
It's U.S., it's China. And one of the really interesting articles that I saw, it's not just a two-country battle. There's a third superpower that's actually being a part of this. You know who that is?
Alexa? Shit, I don't know.
I would say it's Alexa,
say Amazon?
it's Jeff and company. I hadn't thought about this, but Amazon is playing a pretty significant role in particularly how these tariffs are impacting the U.S. small business person. You're a U.S. small business person.
It's not affecting me at all.
Oh, but there is an article, and there's this company. I think it's Maxar or something like that. Maxa. You got to be careful how you say Maxa.
Maxa?
Maxa.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm trying to see where you're going with this, because
right.
I'm not feeling this.
So this company's
Amazon, a superpower. My foot.
Well, keep your foot over there, please. I've seen it. All right, so it's this company, Maxa, is a seller of electronic gadgets. A lot of those gadgets are made in China. Mm-hmm. They sell them not on Amazon platform. They actually sell them to Amazon.
Oh, that's their problem.
And then Amazon sells them on their platform.
Well, that is such... Okay.
Well, you can have your retort after I let the people get the feel for what's going on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so because the tariff hit 25%, I believe, hit this company who doesn't sell on Amazon, they sell to Amazon, so they have to have an agreement with Amazon to they were looking for a price increase of about 25%. Amazon is like, nah, we can't do that, because Amazon sells those to individual consumers, and Amazon is looking out for the price. Amazon is looking out for the price.
Go ahead. I'm just playing my violin.
I don't need no special effects here.
No, go ahead.
This company has been reached out to Amazon and said, hey, look, because of the tariffs, can we increase the price that we sell these things to you? They didn't even hear anything back from it, because they got
Amazon don't care.
Amazon has a standing order of hundreds a week.
Yeah.
And so when they cut that standing order. The company that sells to Amazon, they cut the standing order. They said they didn't even hear anything from Amazon. So then they started reaching out. They said, hey, can we renegotiate? They didn't hear anything from them again. So they hired a marketing company. The marketing company actually got a response from Amazon saying, yeah, we can go 3%. The company is like, look, that's just not enough. We're getting hit with 25%. Can you do anything more? I think the end result is they got it to 5.5%. But
good for them.
This company is like, look, we can't, and it's not just them. They're kind of representative companies that are doing business with China, doing business in the States, and using Amazon as basically one of their biggest customers. And Amazon is like, look, you can't be passing off that big 25% thing to us, because we're definitely not going to pass it off to our customers. And you say to that guy, what?
I'm hearing the violins. I mean, you put yourself in a position where you have one client, all right? Amazon is their one client.
Well, it's the biggest client.
Well, no, it's their one client because they're crying like this. I'm serious. I mean, I know a lot of companies that do have one major contract or one, but I mean, you put yourself at risk. You're always so for that one company, Amazon feels like a third world power for them, or a third big power. But not for every company. That's only for somebody like that.
These guys did make an interesting point.
What's their point?
He says because Amazon pretty much sets the stage for pricing, that if Amazon says you get this much, then everybody else is basically Walmart, all the other big companies that they sell to, they're going to say, well, if Amazon is paying this, I'm going to pay this. So that really makes Amazon into a third superpower in this thing. And
that's the game you're playing. I don't get it.
You don't care.
I'm not saying I don't care, but what do you want me to do for you? Right? What do you want us to take up picket signs and say Amazon pay your vendors more? I mean, no. You need to learn how to sell direct to consumers. Call me. I'll help you with that.
You
That's
don't
what
want
I'm
to. You
saying.
don't want to help. Be.
I told him, give me a call. Give me a call.
No,
I'll tell you how to sell
pick
direct to
it.
consumers so you can get.
Go to
Look,
Washington.
Here's the thing. Right now, you're a middleman, and middlemen get squeezed when prices go up, right? And they're really not offering a whole lot of value other than they order it, put their name on it, and sell it on the other side. So that guy is getting squeezed out anyway. I mean, ultimately, Amazon wants to squeeze out all the middlemen. Walmart wants to squeeze out all the middlemen, you know? So, I mean, you got to play this game the way it's meant to be played. And what's going to ultimately happen is that tariffs hit everybody. So there's nobody that's going to be making the same product you're making, like they called it. What did they say they're making?
Electronic gadgets, devices.
Yeah, electronic gadgets. That means anybody else can order that same stupid cord, you know, with lights in it and put their name on it. I mean, so their model is part of the reason why they're in that mode.
Yeah.
And I don't really even know this company. I could be completely wrong, but just the way that this article lays out what your product base is, that's what I think is the real problem.
No compassion for the little guy.
I am the little guy, but I sell directly to consumers. My stuff is going up 25%, but when I have to deal with it, and another thing is too, that's just the cost of the goods sold. That's going up 25%. If people understand what the whole supply chain is, then it's pretty bad. But if you have enough margin built in, you should be able to take that 5.5%, 10%, really, you know, around 10%, because they already ate 10% of it before. So it's really only going up 15%, right?
That's your math, man.
Well, I'm just saying.
Going off of the 25% thing.
But I'm saying it was already up 10%.
Well, I don't know if it's just
and it's moving up
certain
to 25%.
components that they use, or if it's completely manufactured in China, so the whole thing is taxed at 20 or tariffed at 25%. I don't know.
Right.
It's just right now.
I
believe this thing makes Amazon has become the third superpower in this thing because,
let me ask you a question.
The dude said.
Let me ask you a question.
All right.
If Amazon's the third power,
right,
then where's Walmart?
Where's the third power outlet?
No, where's yeah, right? Where's Walmart?
No, here's the Walmart follows what this guy is saying. Walmart will go with what Amazon sets as the price.
That's what he says.
Well, there's other people who said that too in that article.
Whatever.
And what does it? Is it any surprise that Amazon has that much clout? Because a lot of this stuff is being sold.
I mean, Amazon at some point is going to have to deal with this price increase,
right?
Because they're not going to be able to just walk to another one that's paying any less. I mean, look, the tide is rising for all boats. So if Amazon thinks they're going to get away with 1/4 or 2/4 of, you know, lower price, at some point the price has to catch up even with Amazon. The tariffs are going to affect everybody. It'll work itself out. Don't freak out.
I feel for the small business guys.
I feel for every small business.
But I appreciate Amazon in this regard because they're at least keeping the prices down for the end consumers.
By screwing the manufacturers.
I don't know how long that'll happen.
By screwing the manufacturers.
No, China is actually doing that.
No, actually, the tariffs are doing that.
Actually, I guess we got to say this is started by on our end. Right?
Yeah, this is on our end. This is our war.
So it gets back to the president, actually.
Yeah, I mean, this policy of hardball politics is kind of going the way everybody said it would at the beginning.
Yeah, so let's say, Mr. Maxa, maybe you want to start sending emails to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
I think so.
Maybe that.
And at the same time, take a trip to India or
go
South Korea.
Find a country that's not on the tariff list.